Hello there, it's Liddell with you today, and I'm introducing to you a new series that we are running as part of the education team videos, and this one's going to be on lettering. So I will be doing a video every month, and it will be around the first of the month, and we're going to be doing different styles of lettering, starting with brush lettering, which is the one we're doing today. And I will go through some tips and techniques of different styles of lettering and different types of projects that we can do using these different styles of lettering. And yeah, it'll be fun, I think. I quite like lettering. It's one of my passions. I love calligraphy, and I think we can stretch this one out for quite some time. There's lots and lots of areas that we can play with. Now we're going to be using Shimmer's paints because they are awesome, and there are so many varieties and styles and types and different ways that we can use them that will make doing lettering simple and fun and look amazing. So I will start now with what I'm doing here, just on a practice piece of paper. Anytime that you haven't picked up a pen or a brush or anything for a little while, you really need to train your muscle memory again and you know, just do some practicing. And this is what I'm doing at the moment, and I've just gotten some Aqua U's that I have just sprayed. The same with the Inklings and the Creamies. You just spray them because they're a solid watercolour in a little pot, and you leave it for a few minutes, and then I just transferred the colour with a brush into my little palette and mixed it up with water to like a tea consistency, and that just means that it flows really nicely off the brush. Now the brush I'm using is a 2 brush, and I tried several before I started this particular project, and my advice would be to have a little look through your collection, find one that writes nicely and keep it for brush lettering, because not all of them are created equal, and I tried several and I've got some really nice brushes, but some of them just didn't want to play. And they're a little bit straggly on the ends, well used or whatever. You really need one that goes to a nice fine tip at the end so that you can get your light upstrokes quite light and thin, and yeah, your downstrokes can be nice and smooth when you press down, leaving nice smooth lines. You can see here that I've used 2 different colours, and I've just alternately dipped into either one and just kept writing with the transition just happening with what's left on the brush before it changes colour and moves into the next one. It's a really cool look, and yeah, I love doing it. Now just a quick breakdown of this type of lettering. It's like a modern calligraphy using a brush and generally watercolours or really thin inks, but yeah, watercolours is just made for it. It's so beautiful and it works really, really well. The main idea, I guess, is to, when you are writing, you press down heavily on your downstrokes and you lift the brush up so that you are left with a very thin line up. So you just sort of say it in your head: heavy down, light up. And you know, when I'm writing, sometimes I'm in my head just saying down and press hard, and up and press light. So down, up, down, up. And when I say that in my head, it gives you a little bit of rhythm that you can follow as you're pressing down and lifting up. after going around all these little flowers and leaves with different pencils, just to give a little bit more contrast and definition, I decided that it didn't look very defined, so I went round it with a Sharpie marker, just a very thin 0.4 Sharpie marker, and that goes over watercolour no problem, and it just brought out the illustration a little bit more, and that is a total choice. You can decide whether just to leave it as a watercolour or just to outline